Hello and welcome to this video. If you're new here, my name is Marta and today I will be dyeing my eyebrows, and I will be using some sort of kit here that I got from a Norwegian store called Cubus. It contains some hydrogen peroxide. I don't know if that's what it's called in English, but in Norwegian that's what you call it. And then we have the dyeing cream right here, and we have a little spoolie that I'm going to use to apply the mixture, and a little cup to mix it in. So what I always do is I just follow the instructions. So it's about 1 or 2 centimeters, I don't know. I usually just take about this much because I don't really need that much, and I always make too much, like that. And then I'm going to mix in some drops of this. It usually takes quite a long time before it comes out. I'm not sure if this is like not toxic, but I don't think you want to have it on your fingers, so I'm always quite careful. But I will just do like this until the drops come out, and then I will have about 10 drops of this. Okay, so I think that was like 9 drops or something, and now I'm just going to use this little stick here that I also got in the kit, and I'm just going to like mix it, and it's going to take some time to make it mix, and I'm going to use the spoolie afterwards just to make sure everything is a little bit mixed. And I'm not too picky about it because I'm going to apply it on my brow, and it's so much easier to just mix it when you have it on the spoolie, and you can use your brow as like resistance to mix it. Okay, so after just mixing it with the little stick, it looks like this. I'm not sure if you can see properly. I don't have too much product here, but I'm just going to use my spoolie. The mixture looks like this right now, and I have quite a lot on my brush, so I'm just going to carefully place it on the outside of my brows. I usually like to go in where I want the color to be the deepest first, and then I just brush it very well into the brow. And after it has been sitting for like a minute or 2 maybe, then I will start doing the inside of my brow, just because I don't want it to be such a dark color right there. I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see. And now that I've placed a lot of the product, I like to go even further in to just see that I have everything marked out, so that I actually have like the start of the brow strands dyed. So I really follow my natural shape of the brow. And since my brows are so pale, I really have to look very carefully, because if not, you don't really see the brows. But you're definitely going to see the difference afterwards when they're actually dyed, because then you will see where the brows start. And I find it so much easier to do my brows with makeup when I have dyed them, just because it's easier to follow the natural shape then. While I'm waiting for the dyeing to actually start appearing here for the color, I usually also do my lashes, but I do not go close to the lash line whatsoever, because I'm so scared of getting this in my eye. If I had someone to do it for me, or I did one eye at a time, I would be able to do so with my eyes closed, but for me it's not that important anyway, because I always use some eyeliner to fill out my lash lines. So what I do is just going back and forth, trying to apply it like a mascara, just not that far down, just because getting it in the eye can be very dangerous and painful, and I don't know if you can like lose your sight or whatever, but I did not want to test it. So I'm just very carefully doing this, and it's not going to make that big of a difference, but a little bit. I do feel like I should leave a little disclaimer saying that I am in no way, shape or form a professional. This is just how I have done it for several years now, and it works for me. It's always important to patch test when you're using a new product, just to make sure you won't have any allergic reactions. I'll be honest and say I didn't do that, but luckily I had no problems with this product. But it's always a nice rule to patch test, and all products recommend doing that, because if you suddenly have an allergic reaction, it's terrible, I can imagine. And it's so easy to avoid by just patch testing the product behind your ears or anywhere else on your body, just to make sure you won't have a reaction in such a sensitive area as the eyes. But yeah, I'm not recommending you to do this either, but at least if you're doing this, just follow the instructions on the product that you're using. This is at least the way that it's working for me, and I've never had any problems with it. And I'm also happy with the results that I get. So you can see the color is getting darker. So I like to just go through it again to make sure that I have all of the hairs covered. And I'm slightly going inwards here right now as well. I'll make sure not to go too far in. But I do have my brows, my natural brows, go quite far in here. I just try to not go all the way. What I do like though is to make sure that all of the strands are covered down here. Just because I feel like that looks way more natural. And obviously it looks a little bit scary once you're in the process right now, but I swear that it will look very nice when you're done. And especially when the color has gone away from your skin, because obviously your skin will get discolored from this. If you do like a very strong brow, maybe you will like that, but I like it as natural as possible, honestly. And honestly, I just keep brushing through the brows until I feel like I'm done. I don't know how long, it's probably like 10 minutes that I keep on doing this. Sometimes I might do something else, like make a coffee or something while I'm waiting for the color to come on, but today I think I will just keep on brushing through, just to make sure that all of the hair strands have color around them. And as you can see, I'm quite careful at the end, because I don't want the product to stain outside my brow. So I just try to like cover the hairs that go down here. I don't know if you can see, but this hair, for example, is covered in dye now, but I'm not dragging it on my skin. I feel like the product has been in my eyebrows for long enough now. I still have a lot of product, so instead of letting it be on for too long, I just remove it now. And if I feel like it's not opaque enough or that I'm missing some spots, I will just apply it again and do the same thing. But I've honestly never done that. During this whole process, I always have cotton pads available, and I also have a little bowl here with some lukewarm water. So I will just first take a dry cotton pad and I will just swipe over my brows. And I'm putting quite a lot of pressure on just to remove all of the product. And as you can see, I get quite a lot of product here. And I usually do that with both my eyes. And then I usually use a couple of cotton pads with the water on. And then I just make sure that I remove all of the products. And I feel like in this case you're just better safe than sorry, and just use a lot of cotton pads to remove it, just to make sure all of the product is gone, because I'm sure it's not good to have it on your skin and your eyebrow hairs for too long. And as you can see, it's looking pretty good. I just love having newly dyed brows. And it's also good to go the opposite way of the brow, just to make sure that there's no product left on the hair strands. So that's how this is looking. This is the one that I put some water on. Now I'm going to dip another one into some water and just continue to remove it.
It's clear to see from up here. The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me.
Okay, and when I'm going in for my eyes, I'm very careful. I just keep my eyes closed, and then I have several cotton pads ready. I usually just have them with a little bit of water on to begin with, just because I want to remove it as gently as possible. And I keep my eyes closed the whole time just because I'm really careful not to get it in my eyes. So I'm just going to show you on this one eye. I'm just really keeping my eyes closed and just rubbing the product away. And I'm using like different spots of the cotton pad just to make sure I don't like just rub the product in again. And I just fold it like this and continue. Now that I've removed a lot of it, I can open my eyes a little bit. It does not sting at all, so that's very positive. I'll just continue with the other eye, and I'll be back to show you my finished result.
In the great outdoors, forever free. You and me.
Okay, so I wiped it all away and I think I'm finished now, and I really like the result. It looks quite natural, I feel like. Even though my hair is clearly very blonde, I like to have my brows quite dark, so I really like how it's looking. And as you can see, it will be very easy for me to fill in my brows now, because I see exactly where my natural brows go. And yeah, I will just do my makeup and film another video right now. That is how I dye my eyebrows. I hope you like this video. As I said, I'm not going to recommend doing this the way I do. I'll just say just follow the instructions on the product that you're using. If you have sensitive skin or sensitive eyes or anything sensitive at all, then just please do it professionally instead so you don't get hurt. Because it's not that expensive to do it professionally, and at least you know you're 100% safe. This is just the way that I do it, and it works for me, and I really like how it looks. So yeah, I hope you like this video, and if you like my content and want to watch more videos of me, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!